This is Poolside Chat, where we take a minute to talk real estate. I'm John Woodward, the broker of Sarasota Real Estate Group. Buying on the as-is contract is a popular way many homes are sold today, as opposed to, and for lack of a better term, the standard contract. Both contracts, the Florida Association of Realtors makes available to all of its members. The reason I understand the as-is is viewed with so much favor is because it gives you, the buyer, an unconditional out for just about any reason during the inspection period. In practice, the general approach is that once the inspection is done, then there's a second round of negotiations for repairs. Now, depending on how the as-is was presented to the seller in the first place, you may or may not be able to get repairs or concessions from the seller. If the seller refuses to negotiate the repair request, you're out your inspection fee, as the seller's not obligated to do anything. I think there's a second reason why brokerages like the as-is contract, and I'll circle back to that in a little bit. The standard contract allows for a repair limit to be negotiated up front. Hopefully, you and your agent have gone through the home a couple of times before writing the offer and looked over the seller's property disclosure. You should have a fairly good handle on the overall condition of the home and what to expect out of a home inspection. With a little bit of money put in the repair kitty up front, there aren't any other negotiations. The seller is obligated to fix those items as long as the cost is within the repair limit. Here's where things can get just a little tricky. Say, for instance, the AC is not functioning properly and needs to be replaced. Using the standard contract, the seller has the option to repair it, and you're still locked into the contract because the seller has the option to make repairs that exceed the repair limit. You don't have any say. In this case, I really don't see any issue because who wouldn't want a brand new AC system? But suppose there's some overgrown landscaping right up to the house and you were unable to look at a portion of the exterior wall. The inspection finds a half-inch crack from the ground up to the roof line and comments the back wall of the house is getting ready to fall over. So the seller says they're going to fix it, and you don't want a house with foundation issues for any price, but you're stuck in the contract. This is where inserting language into the standard contract protects you in this extreme case. Think of it as getting the best of both worlds. New AC, good. Foundation issues, bad at any price. Having the standard contract with the option to get out is probably the best position to be in. It takes care of those minor issues and also allows you to get out and not be forced to take a home that after the inspection you really don't want. I mentioned earlier, if you could get the best of both contracts, why do brokerages and agents push the as-is contract? My guess is there's this short little paragraph found only in the as-is contract, and it's titled paragraph 18X. And it says not only are you agreeing to future claims waived against the seller, you are also waiving any claims against any real estate licensee or brokerage involved in the contract. What? With so many new agents coming into the brokerage business every month, brokers are looking for the opportunity to cut their risk. You're looking for help from your real estate agent, and hopefully you've formally engaged a knowledgeable, experienced agent as your buyer agent. You count on them and put your trust in them, but you have to ask what they are really up to when it comes to the as-is contract. Basically, they cancel out being responsible to you for anything they say about the property. I guess that works to get the sale, especially if you're a new agent. Have you ever felt pushed to buy? Not saying that's how everyone works, but you have to wonder. You can check out my agency episode being represented by a buyer agent on another episode of Poolside Chat. Please be sure to check with your realtor or attorney if you have any questions about this topic, as I'm not an attorney and this should not be taken as legal advice. Thank you for watching Poolside Chat. If you have any questions we can help answer, feel free to contact me. This is John Woodward, the broker for Sarasota Real Estate Group, and you make today a great one.